It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Red Raiders kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will get the ball first. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
Hey, man, it's been really fun to watch the tape of these linebackers and the way they play together, the way they communicate, the way they adjust to any type of offense that they've seen all year long. But I'll say this, Palmer, this is a good matchup because we're going to get these linebackers on this great tight end.
And that's what we've seen on film from these guys, stopping the run, the athleticism going sideline to sideline. But we're going to find out just how good they are in coverage today because he is one of the best tight ends in college football. He can stretch the field. He can box people out, find the zones in this defense. And so they've got their work cut out for him, I think, particularly in pass defense. That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Off play action. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Red Raiders! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Red Raiders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Wide, Edie! Wide, Edie! Check, check, check! Blue, 22, circuit, circuit!
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man, it's Carter. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that
might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Wilson, hey, Wilson, Wilson! Let's get, replace, hey, replace! Check, hammer, hammer!
Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Hauls it in down the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Florida! Makes the grab in the corner.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. What a grab with one hand. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments.
Wilson. Spear, hey, spear. Dunham, hey, Dunham. Straight on the end.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The tap. He takes it in. Touchdown, Gators. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he puts through the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lee. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the ground, it's Dickey. Got enough for the first. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Here's the heat, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Dickey. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. There's some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Trying to bully their way Watch this defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Looking for the score. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the 1st half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. From go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in with one hand. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
How about that snag, man? Some people need 2 hands to catch the football. He just needs 1. Like, big-time play, catches the ball, and then doesn't fall down. After the catch, still wants to get more yards, get upfield, and create the explosive play. That was a fun play to watch.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up, because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Ball. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's Fresno State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Red Raiders head coach told me their quarterback has to be better. The turnovers in the first half are the story of the game. The quarterback is struggling, and they believe that he can get it together and be more protective, protect the ball, and not put his wide receivers in jeopardy. They did run the ball well in the first half. We'll see if they rely more on the ground game so the quarterback can gain his composure. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give on the option. Finding some room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Makes the grab, it's Carter. At the 45 on its way. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, this tight end, he's a weapon. We've seen it, right? He can get downfield. He can make plays vertically in the passing game. So this defense was aware of that. Nice job in coverage swatting that one away.
Running inside, it's Williams. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net, go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
Running the red zone, it's Dickey. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Quarterback making checks.
Wilson.
To the air, it's Hammond. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Singleton. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Here's the pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Singleton. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Gators, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's again the ball. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Ball again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air. It's Hammond. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. He fires to the left side. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. The run inside. It's Williams. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. 3rd down play from the gun. Escapes the pressure to his right. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab in the end zone for 6. The Red Raiders surge back on top. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Here comes the Gators up. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Rush is on him. He's going to run it. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
29. Wide, 29.
Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver.
Snap, check, snap. Slog. Knock. Hit.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Red Raider! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Makes a catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Under fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
There's an example here late in the game. The defense trying to affect the timing of the QB. They brought the blitz, anticipating throw, and he wasn't able to connect.
He's got it. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan. Look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the third interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Run in the red zone, it's ball. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense facing touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.